And we're live.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Dan.
Well,
Mhm.
Good morning. I've called to order this meeting of the Springfield Technical Community College Board of Trustees Executive Committee. Present Mike Knappich, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. We have an agenda for today's very brief meeting as an update of the Presidential Search Committee. You're not sure, do you want to call the roll now, or do we want to wait for Dr. Davila to come in? I mean,
If we can wait a few minutes till he can connect, he's running a little bit late.
yeah. So we do have a quorum of the
Mhm.
executive committee, but we're waiting for
Mhm.
the chair of the Presidential Search Committee, Dr. Will Davila, to join us. So we'll just wait a moment before we
Mhm.
start the official meeting.
Thank you. Trustee Davila just joined.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Dr. Davila. So we've not yet conducted the roll call of attendees. So Nanette, why don't you do that now? And we're going to just go into the brief agenda. Dr. Davila, I'll ask you just to recap the search to
Sure.
date, and then a quick snapshot of what's ahead in the
Mhm.
very close new year. Nanette, would you call the roll, please?
Yes, of course. Trustee Mike Knappich,
Present.
Trustee Will Davila,
Present.
and Trustee Betty Esposito.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you. The members of the executive committee having adjourned for today's meeting. Also joining us is Dr. Angela Provart, our consultant from president of the Poly Group, who's been working over the holiday break on our search process as well. And Dan from IT in support. So thank you for being here. I don't know, is there anybody else who's not on camera? I don't know if, let's see. I think that is it.
No, that's it.
For the team. So with that, Dr. Davila, I'll turn it over to you for any updates and recaps and the items we have before us today.
Absolutely. So I'll start with the update. And I'm multitasking here just to pull up what I need for this meeting as well. But I will just say that we've had a busy month and a half or so. Aside from what led to our last executive committee meeting where we had most of the slate. We were recruiting an additional member, which we'll talk about in a minute. But we are really in the thick of getting the position profile finalized. So right now, as you mentioned, Mike, Dr. Probert has been working over the last couple of weeks behind the scenes on getting this profile ready for review. I believe that some members of the staff have already looked at it to give feedback on the content, the factual pieces that are in there. And in addition to that, we'll be reviewing it over the next week or so, I believe, we being the full board, the executive committee, and then the full board. And then it will go to the Commissioner of Higher Ed for his approval before it gets finalized and posted so that we can start to see presidential candidates for the search. The other thing that I'll just recap on is that we've continued to put information online on the website. I don't know. I believe that posters are, I'm going to ask Nana to confirm this for me, that posters are in fact posted around campus so that they will be regarding the presidential search. Has that happened yet?
I believe so. They were printed out. I have to check with marketing.
Okay, so we'll
mhm.
verify that, but I believe that we've
Yes.
got posters up, and those
Mhm.
posters are meant to just make it easy for faculty, staff, students, if they're walking around campus and they want to get an update. The posters will have QR codes that will take them straight to the website to where the information is. So that's just a convenience for everybody. And then other than that, I think we're basically looking at, we have our first committee meeting coming up in a few weeks. And then we're off and running in reviewing applications, which is what most of the initial phase will entail. And then we will be meeting in March and April to interview folks and at a certain point in the process, bring them onto campus. So that timeline, by the way, is also going to be posted on the website. And it'll be updated once it's more firmed up. Right now, it's basically it talks about months, but we are gonna, once we have actual dates, we'll be posting those as well. Let me just stop and see if folks have questions or additional comments, or if I left anything out. And Dr. Provard, who's joining us, can also chime in if I left anything out significant.
I don't think you did. I had just updated Mike and Betty earlier that we will have the profile text to them, to the executive committee tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon. We'll get that turned around, edits made, and then we'll get it to the full board.
Okay, great, thank you.
We're running just a smidgen behind, but we're absolutely okay, I think.
Yeah, I agree, and we'll make up that time during the application review process, because that's basically just a broad range of time where people will be doing individual reading on their own. So we have some cushion built into the process to let us reset and stay on time, on schedule.
Betty, did you have any questions? Go ahead.
Just have a quick one. It's Betty. When do we actually expect to have applications or them coming in?
So, Betty, so they'll start coming in as soon as the profile is approved by the full board. We will start recruiting that next day. And so we'll have applications coming in probably starting the very beginning of February.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just add, so we know that our next full meeting of the board is on January 26th. So Dr. Davila, it's our intention, we discussed this a bit, that perhaps the week before we would have a virtual meeting of the board. So we'll solidify that right after the new year to just review very quickly the presidential profile as it moves its way to approvals. You indicated the search committee meets on January 16th, again, in a virtual format. And again, I want to thank, before I turn it back to you, I want to thank the members of the search committee who obviously have agreed to join us in this very important endeavor. I also want to thank, I mean, the weeks turned into months very quickly. I want to thank the folks just 2 or 3 weeks ago, the stakeholders at the college who came out and I met with you, met with Angela, and with the team just to discuss their vision and their views. So not to certainly forget those contributions, which are very, very important. And we know that there was considerable input at that time. So thanks to all of those, and a very busy period of time after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, and here we are now before the new year. So turning it back to you, Will, for the purpose of today's meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of points I'll also make is that, we had some very thoughtful, passionate feedback from the folks that did attend these. So, I always think that, whether you're getting good feedback or bad feedback or just useful information, you have to take it for what it's worth. That these folks are, and I'm talking about faculty, staff, and students, very invested in this process, very invested in who their next leader is. And they have a lot of thoughts on this, and they're not shy about sharing it. So it was definitely a very fruitful discussion, and one that I'm glad we were able to have as thoroughly as we did. So that's one thing. And then the other thing I just wanted to point out, if we haven't already said it, in case there's any board members online saying, what's this profile and what role do we play? If we haven't already said it, because I forget, it will go to a vote for the full board before it goes anywhere. So the board remains involved in this process, even though it's primarily delegated to the executive committee and soon to be the search committee. But there are parts of this process that still sit with the full board, including the final selection. So. Just wanted to point that out, that we're in this process now, but we will be engaging the full board throughout the process. So if we could just go to the next slide, Nanette. So if you guys see where the little maroon arrow is on the left-hand side near the bottom, that's the new additional person that I would like to propose. And the reason that we went back and kept looking is because we felt we needed at least one more member. Number one, I had said from the beginning I preferred 13 or 15 members, but also I felt that we needed just a little bit more community representation. Dr. Frank Robinson, who's very well known in the community, very well respected throughout, covers a lot of ground in terms of what he brings to the table. Number one, he's a public health expert and leader, working for many years as a colleague of yours, Chairman, over at Bay State, leading the public health and community engagement in that sense of the process, and also for many years was the CEO of the Public Health Institute, actually right before it had that name, but it's the same agency, Public Health Institute of Western Mass. Very well respected, like I said, in public health, in the medical field, in academia, in the nonprofit sector. Somebody who I've known for many, many years, and like a lot of people, like most people who meet him, have a lot of respect and admiration for what he brings in terms of his expertise, his research acumen, all of that. So I just wanted to say that I think you guys probably know who he is anyway, but I just wanted to point that out. Frank Robinson, he's got a PhD, and he's recently retired from Bay State, by the way, and just somebody that I think would bring a lot to the table. Any questions or comments on any of this? Okay. I need to find, unless it's going to go on the screen, I need to find the motion. So if you just want to give me a second here.
It's already up. Mhm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right. If you could enlarge that for folks, please, Nanette.
Yeah, so I'll call now then, Dr. Davila, for the motion, and thank you for presenting the name of Dr. Frank Robinson to the executive committee to serve on the search committee. But go ahead. Accept the
Okay.
motion.
All right. Should I go ahead and read it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Yeah. Okay. So motion 2026-09, pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 15A, Section 21, that the STCC Board of Trustees Executive Committee, in accordance with the Board of Higher Education guidelines and procedures for the search, selection, appointment, and removal of state, university, and community college presidents, approves the appointment of Dr. Frank Robinson as an additional member of the Presidential Search Committee slate.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Nanette, would you call the roll, please?
Trustee Mike Knappich,
Yes.
trustee Betty Esposito,
Yes.
and trustee Will Davila.
Yes.
Thank you.
Made, seconded, and approved on a vote of 3-0 to add, appoint Dr. Frank Robinson as additional community member to the Presidential Search Committee. So it will be notifying Dr. Robinson, I assume, forthwith of his appointment and the timeframes. So thank you for doing that. Anything else, Will, on this particular topic?
No, I think that's it. I was gonna say the same thing. If we could just make sure that he gets a welcome letter, which I've already drafted, that was used for the other members, so that once he gets that, I think we're good to go, and then we'll see everybody on the 16th or the 23rd, which is our snow date in case we have inclement weather or any other conflicts on campus.
All right, any other business before the committee? So with that, I want to thank everybody for their attendance today between the holidays and wish you all a happy new year, a healthy new year, and as we look forward to an exciting 2026 at Springfield Technical Community College. With that, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. Matt, would you call the roll?
Yes, trustee Mike Knappich,
Yes.
trustee Betty Esposito,
Yes.
and trustee Will Davila.
Yes.
Thank you, and happy new year to all.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Likewise.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Take care.
meeting is adjourned.
Thank you,
very
Dan.
much, and We'll see you next time. See you in the new year.
Thank you.